Thank you for joining us on Black Investments Matter. I'm Antoine Anderson. Have you content creators notices a tightening of the rules when it comes to creating your content with music? Find out what's behind all of that. First and foremost, it was never really my goal to become a content creator. I used YouTube as a way to get the message out. And as I started progressing and getting better at what my product looked like, it became more of a hobby. I actually look forward to putting out these videos, even when I don't have a whole lot of content to talk about in my narrow field of where I want to be and what I want to discuss. It's just something that I like to do. Now, that said, when I first started, the video quality was terrible. The sound is even worse. As I started getting more sponsors and just using things that I already had, like the quality of the videos and everything got better. I've always used music, added music, soundtracks, free music that comes with the apps that I was using. Movie Maker from the Microsoft built-in editor was one of them. I had this one background song on my early videos. If you go back and listen to some of the earlier videos, you would hear it, right? I got a lot of criticism for that. People couldn't stand it. Sometimes my music would be way too high. It probably still is to some people's taste. My sound was muffled as far as my speaking voice. It was a pain for some people, but they still stuck by me because the information I was given was about what they were looking for. Now, that said, again, I've always used free music. Recently, we started getting more and more flags from the algorithm on YouTube. Content that was adding to my videos is starting getting flagged as copyright protection. I've always prided the fact that I'm putting out my own product and using my own tools to do that, with the exception of music that comes with the application. Over the weekend, this happened twice with two content sessions that I was creating, and the music was flagged. They allowed it because Microsoft advertised that music as something that is free to use. Even if you don't have the paid membership plan, you can use some of the content they have there for free. And I didn't think anything of it. A few hours later, after I produced my video, this is as you're uploading it, I was listening to a very popular podcaster out there by the name of Angry Man. And Angry Man usually starts off his show with almost a DJ type feel. There's always some banging track that's on the show right before the show starts. He goes through a couple of them, gets his likes and subscriptions up, and gets the super chats going, that kind of thing. But it's always almost like a party atmosphere when you tune in. Really good stuff. This weekend, the feed got cut right in the middle of a song. YouTube shut the streaming service down. All right. So whatever they did in the background to get it back up, fine, we're good. They stopped playing the music or whatever. Didn't know what happened at first, so he went ahead and said a couple more things, and he said, "Oh, well, maybe they, canceled it because the song he was playing was too new or whatever." So he played another song, and it was a song by Jeezy, an older one, because he was going to talk about the Jeezy and Jenny May situation. At any rate, he puts this Jeezy song on, older track, and again the music goes out, cuts out the entire feed. It was wild. I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" Comes back on, and we're looking at it, and it's getting real out here. I can see the day where content creators will soon have to become musicians themselves, or have to buy some beats just to play in their background. Free doesn't always mean free anymore, as this tightening and stringent rule making is being imposed upon content creators. Um, Let me know what you think about those rules getting tightened, because quite frankly, I like setting that tone with my videos. I don't record with the music playing. I add it afterwards. That said, some of the listeners, they will take great offense if the music isn't of their liking, or if you don't have your audio right. I'm not a sound man. I'm not a videographer or whatever you would call that. This is just me and a mic and a Sony camera, and I'm doing this to get the message out. Now, if you got the message and you hated the music that I was playing, that's great, as long as you got the message. But yeah, if you have that much of a problem with sound that's not germane to the conversation, what are you doing here? That's number one. But I digress. The fact that sound, that music, is now getting censored and flagged as a copyright violation shows you the direction that social media is going. People are wanting to get paid for their art, and they should. But if that art has been paid for and is being utilized by the company that paid for it, just so its users can partake in what they are bringing to the table, you should not have these kind of copyright infractions show up on your YouTube editor. Let me know what you think. I gonna probably talk about this some more at another time. This is kind of a slow content day for me. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm putting this out because I really can't sleep. This is my hobby. But at any rate, thank you again for joining us. Remember, time is money. Not all of it is good. So watch how you spend it. I will talk to you very soon.